Have you ever achieved a goal or got to that certain job or career or even like a beautiful vacation and you just didn't feel as good as you thought you were going to feel? This is day 5 or 6 of the SAD series. That is the seasonal affective disorder, which I have been talking about for the past 5 or 6 days. And you know what? I'm sick about talking about sadness. What I really want to bring light to is this idea of contentment. So the idea of being content is more about honoring that sometimes we have these feelings of sadness, isolation, being not good enough, having a lack of energy, wanting more, and all these things that come up with sometimes seasonal affective disorder. It sometimes comes up with anxiety and depression. And that's really what I am here to bring light to. Not just this idea of seasonal affective disorder, but the idea that sometimes we don't feel okay. And you know what? That is perfectly all right, because we think we're going to feel okay when we get to the final destination, and then we get there and we still don't feel well. We don't feel our best. It's not as beautiful as we thought it was going to be. I don't know. Have you ever been there? If you have, let me know in the comments below. So I am reading this book that I really wanted to share. It's An Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. I see the theme of the colors. And this quote really stood out to me, and I thought I could share it with you today. You're ready to grow when you finally realize that the I, who is always talking inside, will never be content. Now that's a little gloom, right? Because I'm a happiness coach. I'm a well-being coach. But the idea of that you're never truly going to be content is hard to even fathom, especially when you're depressed or when you're in a dark place, or you just don't even feel like you can get out of bed or even accomplish that goal or achieve that dream or take that beautiful tropical vacation. So he goes on to say, it always has a problem with something. Honestly, when was the last time you really had nothing bothering you? Before you had your current problem, there was a different problem. And if you're wise, you will realize that after this one's gone, this problem of maybe being in a gloomy place during December, and if you're wise, you will realize that after this one's gone, this problem, there will be another one. Now, I don't want to leave you with discouragement, but what I want to leave you with is this idea that we are always striving for something. And when we achieve that next level of success, of happiness, of the relationship, of the career, of the job, what is left? Right? And I know I've experienced this. Even after I've really had more control over my anxiety and depression, what is next? And that's where I have dived into the research on overall well-being, subjective well-being, and happiness and gratitude. Because it has been shown the number one indicator to overall well-being and happiness and life satisfaction, life fulfillment, is not the things that we buy. It's about social connectiveness. So if you are feeling isolated, if you are feeling depressed, if you are feeling anxious or fearful or any of those negative vibrational feelings, thoughts, emotions, think about how you can connect with someone right here, right now. Reach out for a text, call someone, email someone, but actually don't just go there. Get eye to eye with someone. Be safe, okay? We're in a global pandemic. I'm not saying just go out and be with a bunch of people, but focus each and every day on the number one indicator of overall well-being and happiness is social connectiveness. And this is what we're missing out on. And we trick our brain into thinking that, okay, I'm going to go on social media and I'm going to scroll and I'm going to comment on other people's posts, but we're still feeling isolated. It's important that you either get on a FaceTime call, you get on a Zoom call, you get on a telephone call, and we have these social interactions that are not AI. They're not artificially created by some machine. It's humanity. How are you connecting with a human today? This is what we all need to do. Because you know what? We all don't feel content right now. And there are areas in all of our lives where we are not content. But there are so many areas more that we can exercise gratitude on. And I think that'll be my topic for the SAD series tomorrow. So, biggest takeaway, connect. Get eye to eye, face to face. Yes, we can still feel energy through this little camera. We even can pick up on more nonverbal communication through this camera. And through the camera, through sharing our thoughts, feelings, and emotions to another human being through the power of our voice, is when we are connecting to more and more of that source energy, more and more of that ability to work through anything that is not feeling right. Because when you realize that there's always going to be things that you're not content with, is when it opens up possibilities to learning and growing and healing from the inside out. If you want more information, go to the link in my bio. Listen to Carry Faith on Purpose podcast on iTunes and all your listening platforms. You can find the link to the podcast in the link in my bio. And always, always, always carry faith that you can and will live a happier and healthier life. If you know anyone that experiences seasonal affective disorder, anxiety, depression, anything like that, please share this video. Please reach out to them. And if you are experiencing any negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions at this moment in time, know that you are so much more than that thought, than that emotion. All it is energy. Be patient with yourself and visualize the best year to come. Cheers.